What is going on, everybody? I am Benjamin, joined by Bree and Austin, and welcome to the first ever episode of Recap on Twitch. How you guys doing today?
Hello, hello.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the first stream.
Hopefully things go pretty well. We've been working the bugs out for the last couple of days, and so yep, there we go. Sure enough, the first issue that's come up is
couldn't be any more perfect. Yeah, so guys, just for those that have been tuned in for the past couple streams of the Discord, you know that there's a lot of technical hiccups that have been going on. We're still experiencing some of them, but Ben should be back in like 2 seconds, I would imagine. So just bear with us on that. But everything else has been going pretty smooth. And hopefully it continues to go pretty smooth. And I'm going to hop out of here in like 5 minutes. And then Ben and Bree are going to do their stuff. They're going to do what they do best. And then we have a special guest for you guys today as well.
The ghost of Benjamin is still present, though.
Yes.
Not
Oh God.
Let me try that one again.
Okay, let's see. We still hear his voice. Oh, I see Mo in here. Hey, Mo. Let's see.
242 people. I like it.
Love it.
Love it. Love it.
You guys crashed Ben's PC.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, this is cool.
I see some pendejos in chat.
I love it.
But it's too icy. What's up?
Hey, there we go. Now I'm back.
Right, he's back.
Love it.
And I'm freezing up again. Great.
No. Windano, what's up? Yo, we're seeing a bunch of yos. Love you too.
this is just straight up going to be an issue right now.
Just
so
stay patient with us.
Stay patient. Ben will be back momentarily.
You don't want to miss it.
Ben got that toaster Wi-Fi. Yeah, Amazon did us dirty and didn't deliver Ben's Ethernet cable today. So
yeah, thanks,
we're
Amazon.
going off of Wi-Fi right now, so that might cause some more technical issues. But we did a couple of test streams and it did well yesterday. Hopefully, with me not being in the live, they'll do better as well. And then once we get our special guest J-Tips in, hopefully everything will be pretty smooth. But like I said, just bear with us, guys. We appreciate you hanging out with us. It's been a long journey to get here, but Mo's saying we got to run Warzone. Have you played it yet, Mo? It just launched today.
I'm going to jump out and jump back in and see if that fixes everything because I keep coming back frozen.
All right, you do that, Ben. We got people flooding in anyways, so we're good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
And more people care about seeing Bree than Ben anyways. Can I get some W's in chat for that?
No, but it's honestly, it's nice to see Austin because it's like you're always in the comments, so now.
Yes, and now I'll be off to the side. I'll still be in the chat, so if anybody's about to slip up and spoil some shit, I'll be able to jump in and turn off your cameras.
Nice. We are on Twitch. It is happening. What's up, M Panda?
Love
it. Okay.
Chat is going nuts right now.
Let's see. Howdy. What's good?
Okay, we got Ben.
Oh, we got Ben. Ben's back.
Can you guys hear me at all?
We got you, buddy.
Yeah, we hear you.
We got you.
Dear Lord. Yeah, hopefully that's not a repetitive issue as things kind of progress forward. But once that Ethernet cable comes in here, I'm sure we'll be styling and profiling like Ric Flair in no time.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. Can we get a full screen of Austin?
Ooh.
Full screen, baby.
That sounds a little sussy. But all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna jump out. You guys do your thing. Chat, I'll be hanging out. I'll be hanging out with you guys in chat, and we got our mods in here too. So don't try to act up. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Good luck.
Thank you,
brother.
Shout out to Austin.
All right. Well, as long as everything goes smoothly here, I think we will be able to show off some hats and the fact that this will be the first time really that, Bree, you and I will be in the video screen together as I can cycle through all of these. So that is definitely the most rewarding part of all this.
Yes. Very exciting.
All right.
New territory we're in right now. Let's get it.
So first things first, obviously today we had a bit of a shock drop for you guys. And, you know, today being Wednesday, we got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday worth of drops. I'm not going to discuss anything that's going on for Thursday because of the fact that patience is key. We'll just put it that way. So we're going to immediately jump into Friday, in which case Friday online, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com. But also dropping at the NoHo location and the Roosevelt Field location, we have the It's Gotta Be the Hat collection coming your way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different pieces that will be dropping Friday. Like I said, hackclub.com, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, as well as at the NoHo location and the Roosevelt Field. Let me get the angle right there so it's not eaten up by the green screen here. So first things first. There we go. Brooklyn Dodgers. So a little bit more of electric blue. The name of the collection is It's Gotta Be the Hats collection. So if you know the tagline, it's gotta be the blank, you kind of know where the theme for this one is kind of going. So Brooklyn Dodgers on the first one, a little bit more of an electric blue colorway. Goldenrod for the B logo. 1955 World Series champions, of course, for the side patch.
I love that side patch.
Oh, yeah. Flat stitch Batterman logo in the back. And if you can't really tell the colors, that is a neon green with a red, a little bit more of a rust colorway as far as the left side of the flat stitch Batterman logo on the back. Cool gray. Oh, God. Cool gray underbill. Let me get the angle right. Cool gray underbill, white sweatband. And this one is going to be made in China. So obviously still working out the kinks with the green screen in the background, but we will get that figured out.
Love it.
Gotta Be the Hats number 2 is going to be the Atlanta Braves. So this one is going to be Cardinal in crown and top bill, as well as the button. Cardinal in the interior for the A with a white and black outline there, as you can kind of see.
Yeah.
Come on, angle.
There we go.
150th anniversary of the Atlanta Braves. Holla.
Nice.
Flat stitch Batterman logo, of course, on the back with a black and a more cardinal on either side of that. White for the interior for the Batterman. Cool gray for the underbill. Where you at? I'll go back a little bit more. Cool gray underbill, black sweatband, and this one is going to be made in China as well.
That one's really clean.
I agree. Let me go back to it, actually. So in regard to, you know, rarely seeing an all pretty much uniform colorway for a hat, crown, as well as the logo, and just the subtle details as far as the outline for the A there. I'll try and get as close as I can without it like freaking out on me.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not. I would wear that for sure. I like it a lot.
Do you know what the theme is here for all these hats?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm picking up on it.
One of our favorite film directors based out of New York. So
yeah.
This one definitely a newer edition as far as script is concerned. So New York on the front, and as you can see with the side patch, going to be the 40th anniversary of the New York Mets. So at least you guys know it's not a Yankees hat for the front; it is a New York Mets hat for the front. Yeah. Crimson red for the crown, black button, black top bill. And like I said, 40th anniversary for the side patch here. Red, black, metallic silver, and a little bit of white on the accent pieces there. The New York script, of course, is going to be white on the interior. Black is the exterior. Flat stitch Batterman logo in the back with a all black finish with white on the interior there. Cool gray underbill, white sweatband. And made in China on this one. So
I actually really like this. I like the script on it too. It's clean.
So do I. And I'm not just saying that. I think is going back to like the Jersey script collection that we did a couple weeks ago, where we just did the Mets. It's very rare that you see the city script version on the front. I think with the exception of the Arizona Diamondbacks that just said Arizona across the front and their normal typeface. So to see the Mets being utilized here perfectly, excellent.
Nice. And you said that was the 40th anniversary side patch?
This is the 40th anniversary, yes. 1962 to 2002.
I see what y'all did there. Okay.
Yep.
Real clever. Like
real clever. Of course, it wouldn't be gotta be the Fitteds collection without a New York Yankees in the mix as well. White for the crown, not eggshell, not off-white, but white. Black button, black top bill, electric blue for the interior of the logo. Oh my God, I got too close.
Super clean.
There we go.
Super clean.
Black for the outline. And then side patch on this one is going to be Yeezus' favorite 1999 World Series side patch. So combination of the electric blue, the red, white, and it's kind of more of a shimmery, like light blue on the exterior there. I'm trying to get it close enough before the camera just like absolutely freaks out on me. So
all right, let's see. Okay, right there is really good. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it doesn't quite match the electric blue on the interior for the 1999, but it is its own separate color on the exterior there.
Okay. That's smooth though.
Yeah. And then of course going backwards. There we go. Electric blue for the interior, and of course an all black Batterman logo on the back for the flat stitch.
Nice.
Austin said, Bree, move your microphone a little bit closer. Cool gray underbill, black sweatband, and made in China. God damn it.
No.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Give me 1 sec. I got to work this one out.
You're doing so well.
So well. Thanks a lot, Ethernet cable.
Trial and error, guys.
This is gonna be an issue.
What are these inspired by?
There we go.
Like one of the greatest New York directors ever. See that?
My back. Little twitchy here and there, but not. I could do the robot a little bit. Next up, Detroit Tigers. So 1970 style, or actually, no, sorry, 1934 style for the D logo on the front. So as you can see, it's a little bit wider, a little bit bigger than the 1976 style that I use for the Big Ben's Knockouts collection. But like that Atlanta Braves that I showed you a little bit ago, all black crown, black button, black top bill. Completely black on the interior there for the D logo, but just a white outline to, capture the shadows and such. Tiger Stadium for the side patch. So combination of, that's actually metallic copper for the interior for the typeface there with Tiger Stadium.
Okay.
And a little bit of electric blue for the Turnbull and Michigan cross streets there.
I like that.
All black interior, white flat stitch Batterman logo, of course, on the back.
Clean.
Cool gray underbill, black sweatband, and made in China on this one. So far, all of them made in China.
Lovely. All made in China so far.
2 to go.
2-3. All right.
Another Yankee to the collection. So all red crown this time. So crimson red for the crown, top button, and the top bill there. White, all white for the logo. Interesting thing about this one is this is the on-field style for the 1998 World Series side patch. I think we've only dropped this logo or this side patch specifically one time, and that was for an actual on-field. So, classic navy blue, gray underbill, white sweatband, on-field style World Series side patch for the New York Yankees. So nice to see that we could bust this one out.
Yeah, that's sick. I've never seen that side patch. So
yeah, I was gonna say it was the on-field style. Most of the times you see a 1998 World Series side patch, it's generally the media guide version, and then flat stitch Batterman logo in the back. So combination of let me get my finger there. Black and red for the interior with a white flat stitch Batterman logo. Cool gray for the underbill, white sweatband, and made in China on this one.
Nice.
It's kind of weird to go because I got so used to doing recap on Instagram Live, so I'm used to doing everything backwards, and now that I have to do everything straight forward, it's kind of weird. Last but not least, this one is pretty much the dead giveaway as far as what the inspiration for the collection is. Just think this one is as initials based as opposed to what the actual team is. God damn it. Here we go again. I'm still here. Don't worry.
He's still here. He's still with us.
Still here.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to give it a shot on like another practice stream without a background, so to see if maybe that's what's kind of like screwing everything up a bit. Nope, of course. Yep. I'm stuck in limbo right now, so hold on one sec. I gotta unplug again.
You know what the inspo is, so we're not gonna say it.
Yes.
Yep. Trash Panda.
F.
You get it.
Are we back? Are we good? Nope.
Yes.
Gonna freak out one more time. So, all right, let me try something here.
Okay, let's see.
Am I coming in clear now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do what somebody said. I'm gonna get rid of the background. So of course it's gonna be the green screen in the background, and maybe this will actually improve things quite a bit. So seems to be doing pretty well as it is.
Yeah.
So yes, Salt Lake City goals for this one. This one is going to be the full body hometown collection side patch. Not one that we've done before. Of course, anytime we've done a hometown collection, it's been that HC logo, which was prominent in the Jungle Pack, as well as the Big Ben's Knockout collection. And then moving on to raised Batterman logo in the back, because it is a minor league baseball hat.
Nice.
So that is going to be Kelly green on the left side, black on the right side with red stars. And like I said, it's going to be a raised Batterman logo in the back. Cool gray underbill, white sweatband, and made in China.
Honestly, because of the side patch, this might be my favorite one.
Respectable.
I like it.
But the one thing to keep in mind is, because it is a minor league collection hat, this one is going to be the lowest in stock, just because of the fact that we have a cap as far as how many minor league hats that we can order every time we do it. So got to be quick. Got to be quick.
Thanks. And these are dropping Friday.
These are going to be dropping, yes, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com. And because of the fact that there is a very strong New York theme tied into this entire collection, with the particular person that is inspired by and their films. Yes, it will be available at NoHo and Roosevelt Field on Friday as well.
Nice. Love
Yay.
A hat club joint for sure.
A hat club joint indeed. Yes, that is the best. That is the best way to describe it.
Yeah. Well said. I missed what you said, but well said.
Saturday. Let's talk about Saturday. We got about another minute or two before our guest comes in, and that's why I was kind of like, the camera cutting out was not purposeful, I can assure you of that. But the time that it took actually like really benefited going into our guest coming in. So if you guys can bear with us for another 2 minutes until our guest J-Tips is here, then we can have him on and we can discuss each of the hats that'll be dropping on Saturday. Oh, speaking of which, he's in the lobby right now.
Speaking of the boy, it's funny.
Let's bring him in.
Let's bring him in.
Hold on one sec.
Tips has entered the chat.
Boom. Let me go to that. Let me go to that. J-Tips in the house.
Hey, what's going on, family? What's going on?
Not
guys?
much. How are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm good. Trying to figure out how to work all of this.
Yes.
We are too, so you're good.
I'm trying to shift screens around now so all three of us can be up there. And for some reason it's just got you on screen. So, but you're the most important guest of all anyway.
That's
you know,
true.
that means a lot. It means a lot. You know, I always appreciate when it's Hat Club J-Tips time.
Of course. And this is your third appearance on the show.
Is it?
It is. You are because of that distinction, you are the most frequent Hat Club guest that we have ever had on ReCap.
Wow.
You know, I deserve an award for this.
I think you do.
I think I can craft one for you. Let me do some workshopping on that one. I'm not much of a craftsman or a carpenter, but I'm sure I could do iron working for you and get you a nice
Hold
trophy.
on a second there, guys. I'm gonna try and do something, see if we can get all you guys on there.
No worries.
All right. Oh, well, there's me.
Hey,
Oh.
there we go.
All right, let's see if we can get Jay back in.
They wanted Austin.
There we go. A lab appearance. There we go. Let's see. And shut me off.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Hey, perfect.
Perfect. All right. Cool.
So this is exactly why Austin, our producer and social media lord, is hanging on because of the fact to get through these technical difficult times. So, but anyway, let's kick things off. I wanted to wait till you got here so at least we can run through each one of these hats that we're going to be dropping this Saturday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. We've got 13 styles, but there's a little it's a little more complex than that in regard to, and I use my words carefully on that one, as far as what is actually going on Saturday. So let me kick on the screen share real quick, because some of these I'm gonna have to show photos of. Can you guys, one sec, sorry.
I don't know if it's my connection or Ben, you sound like a robot to me. Maybe I need to move in a different spot.
You're coming in clear right now for me. How about you, Bree?
Yeah, both of you guys are clear for me.
Excellent.
All
right, here we go.
I'm gonna do the warehouse tips.
What's on screen right now? Is it the LA Dodgers?
I see a black screen for you, Ben.
How about now?
No, Ben, I just see us three.
Oh my God. Hold on, let me try one more time.
Bear with us, guys.
Window. I've got it open. I don't know why it's being sassy right now.
Let me see if I can switch up my signal.
Let's see.
All right. Do we have the LA Dodgers on the camera right now?
Yes.
Boom. All right. Thank God.
We did it. Beautiful.
J-Tips, you back right now? J-Tips, are you still here with us? Uh-oh. No, we
lost him.
Oh God, no. I know he was kind of having issues on his end. Oh no, we're getting back. Oh,
What's a beautiful hat, gotta say.
Overtime often says, say Austin 3 times and he'll magically appear back. Austin. I love that. Absolutely love that.
Incognito, I'm glad you're having fun.
I'm having a great time. I am sweating profusely on my end of the camera. How are you doing, Bree?
I'm good. Well, it's also cold as hell in New York, so
lucky.
Guys. We got Jay back, but Jay, if you can hear your Wi-Fi connection, yeah, his connection's dropping. So Jay, if you hear us, if you're on your phone and using Wi-Fi, turn that off and see if that does better. If you're on your computer, I got no help for you, brother. So, all right, let's see if we can bring him back in.
To wind in, yes. To answer your question. Oh, he's back.
All right.
Can you hear us?
Still see a black screen. Jay, you there?
Right. He's blinking.
We see you. Jay, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
Here
So I got the first one up on the screen right now. Hopefully you guys can see it. So this is the Cardinal red. So Cardinal crown, red button, red top bill. And of course, a lighter pink logo for the LA, and then the 1998 or 1988 World Series side patch on the side.
This is definitely one of my favorites.
So to give you a little bit more detail as far as what's going on with that hat, I'm going to bring up the Chicago White Sox, which will be dropping as well, just because of all the exterior details that are going on here. So, of course, there's going to be the floral print that goes around the World Series patch here. So Chicago White Sox 2005 World Series. The Forever embroidery on the front of the crown there, as well as the J-Tips infamous peace symbol, multicolored patch on the side right above the New Era flag. Yep, just like Bree's got going. Flat stitch Batterman logo in the back. So, of course, for this one's going to be all pink. So you're not just seeing that incorrectly. So pink on either side with, of course, the white on the interior there.
Beautiful.
Cool gray on the underbill, white sweatband. And this guy is going to be made in Bangladesh. Bangladesh on this one.
Yeah, even though one of them hat blogs said they made in China. Bang.
Hey, there we go.
Bang.
Bang.
Nice.
I love it. Yes. All right. So next up, oh yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say, I feel like you should be tutoring us through these. I mean, just because like for each one in each colorway has its own specific storyline. So yes, please feel free to regale us.
All right, yeah. So I'll take over. ReCap. You wanna throw up another hat and I break down my.
Let's go with the Houston Astros.
Nice.
All right, so the Houston Astros colorway. When we started to design the collection, we definitely wanted to pay tribute to just a lot of nostalgic things. Anybody's followed me ever as nostalgia. So that colorway to me would just reminded me of like the old school Denver Nuggets Carmelo Anthony jersey. That's why in that same colorway we see like a Yankees and another one. So Houston, shout out to the World Series. That's just one of the teams that people tell me I never use. So I always use the white insides just because that's how I grew up. And every time that got dirty, it was time for a new hat. So that's why I open white guts on all my hats. So, so that colorway is, inspired by Denver Nuggets, H-Town, just because people say I never use Houston hats. So that's one of those.
And
honestly,
go ahead, Bree.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ben. No, I was going to say
was Houston hats are hot right now. So it was definitely a smart decision.
It's funny because I already say this all the time. I'm not a big, I don't really care for Houston hats. So I'm not going to lie. But now that you've given us the breakdown behind that, as a diehard Mellow fan, I'm now interested in the fitted. So thank you for sharing that. It looks 10 times better now that you've explained that.
Yeah, I'm crazy with the colors.
Oh,
yes, you are. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah, there is a
Rocky.
So someone said Rockies, but you pay attention to that later on.
Yep. All right, so next colorway is going to be the forest green and orange. So I've got the San Francisco Giants photo up on the screen just to show you guys with the 1984 All-Star Game patch. But let me zoom into this. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
good.
But I've got the Yankees in my hand, so I can show this one out for you.
That's good.
Yeah. So this hat,
Very good.
if people familiar with my previous collection with Hat Club, I had a Kelly Green and orange hat. So what I wanted to do was right after my following collection that I did with another store, not to be named, I did a forest green. So around that time, I wanted to do a fusion of like a darker green hat with that orange bill that just and it felt clean. One with the pink bottom, just because. I know you see so many hats with just different pinks, but to me, pink is always just like the finishing touch to know that you have a nice hat. And, you got the orange flat. I know y'all like the flat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Clean, something for the fall.
Love it.
And then made in Bangladesh on this one, in case anybody was curious.
Bangy.
Nice.
Actually, I was going to say, I think all of these are made in Bangladesh, so...
Yeah.
Next up is actually the one you've got on your head. So I'll just let you take over on that one.
Yeah. So this one, the one that I have on my head, to me, at the time that I started working on this collection with Hat Club, One of my assistants that anybody's ever seen me at a pop-up with, she decided to go away to school. So, you know, definitely broke my heart because I'm still in need, and I'm a person that I run a lot, do a lot of things with my business. But, you know, one of her biggest influences and things that meant a lot to her was Lilo and Stitch. So what I wanted to do was her favorite was the Met, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to just tribute something to Lilo and Stitch, and that's why you see like the black Met, you see the like periwinkle purple top, and then you see just the baby blue brim, and you know if you look side by side with just Lilo and Stitch, you'll kind of get it.
Yeah, oh, that's fire.
I love that.
Yeah, you know that.
And there is going to be another one. Oops, one sec. That is going to be coming in that same color that we're going to be dropping. So give me 1 second. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry. No, that is the only one in that color. Sorry, my bad.
Nice.
It was the other colorway, the magenta fuchsia that's coming next. Do you have that one on hand with you?
Magenta and fuchsia. That's this one.
Yes, sir.
Which? Because we talking Yankee.
So the Yankee one is the one that's dropping on Saturday. The warehouse inadvertently sent me the other one, which I will show at the same time briefly.
That's good.
Yeah. So I guess I know we're working on those. We're working on this one at a time, but a few of the Yankee hats, just personally, I guess because I'm on live and you guys subscribe to this exclusive moment. But around the time that me and Hat Club talk about doing another collection, I approached Bape about doing something, and they pretty much just shitted on me and told me that maybe I'm not big enough yet. So what I did with a lot of the two-tones on this collection, especially the Yankees, is I matched them all with Bape hoodies. So if you've seen what I wore to the NoHo event, and you see how this one matches perfectly with a Bape hoodie, you'll also see this one match perfectly with a Bape hoodie. You'll also see another one that I don't have in my hand work perfectly with the red with the pink. So if you just kind of just look at it, like my inspo on some of the Yankees was just Bape camos, red camo, pink camo, blue camo got canceled, but this one is just a purple Bape camo hoodie. So that was just my inspo for this one.
Actually, now that you've explained that, I like that a lot. And because you just gave us that breakdown, I'm thinking of that classic picture of Wayne on the block with the saggy ass jeans and the purple Bape camo. Yeah. Well done. Well done, Tips.
Yeah, I know I don't need them, trust me, but I can't ignore that when I used to work a part-time job, I used to spend 90% of my check at the Bape store. So, maybe one day, full circle.
Damn right. They should be begging you. That's really the way it should be.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I saw people mention the fact that I turned my light down a little bit so the colors wouldn't be oversaturated. So next one I've got up is navy blue and yellow. So I only have the Tigers in my hand, which of course features the 1960s style. So the original Tripping Balls Tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger Stadium, of course, for the side patch with the Michigan Turnbull there. Flat stitch Batterman logo in the back, so going to be all yellow on either side with a white flat stitch Batterman. Peace symbol, of course, right above the New Era flag. Cool gray underbill, white sweatband, and made in Bangladesh, of course. So navy blue crown, yellow for the bill. I'm assuming you have the Yankee one in your hand right there, so I'll let you show that one off.
Yeah, I do. Just let me walk away real quick.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, so my inspo for this hat, many of you follow me on Instagram. Whether you started following me before, you started following me today. I do have a brand, pretty successful brand called Savior. And a few years ago, I dropped a two-tone collection, and this was one of the hats. It was this colorway was like a Michigan, and I kind of called it like the Michigan colorway. So having an opportunity to design and not have to just go to stores and buy whatever and put my stuff on it. Like I know a lot of you guys ignore all of us who do stuff like that, but you know, I was able to design and I wanted to bring it back. So this one's inspired by Michigan. That's why we have the Tigers, just because it was like, of course, I'm going to do the Yankee because I love the Yankees. But for like that full story, the full circle story moment, let's do a Michigan. Let's do a Detroit Tigers hat. So this one is Michigan.
Love it.
I'm going to throw it out there. I'm personally conflicted on account of the fact that my Oregon Ducks lost to Washington this weekend, which basically made Michigan run away with the top 4 in the college playoff format. So damn them.
Yeah.
Next one I got is going to be the red crown, pink top bill, New York Yankees, of course, with the Subway Series here. Peace symbol on the side. Pink on either side for the flat stitch, or sorry, yeah, pink on either side for the flat stitch Batterman logo, of course, on the back. And then you went the icy route for the underbill on this one, white sweatband made in Bangladesh. So, what was the inspiration on this one?
So my inspo on that one was also a pink Bape camo hoodie. So that's why the Yankee logo. I know in the lights you may not be able to see if it's white or pink, but that's why it's pink. If you guys go into the Bape store and you just kind of look at the fabrics together, that one is just it bounces off of each camo. The blue is just a nice touch to me always. I know like you guys kind of like moved on from certain traditional ices and pinkies and stuff, but when you design something 14 months ago, you know, sometimes you kind of was wherever you was 14 months ago. So
Right.
So to me, it's still a nice touch. Like when I show someone it with a Bape hoodie on, they would like, when's that hat coming out? They didn't even remember it from the post. So it just has a nice.
And I got to say, perfect Valentine's Day hat.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The last one I got, Bree, I'm going to let you show it off because you're actually wearing it right now.
Let's see. Here we go. Wait, I love this. Okay. Are you going to talk or are we talking?
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, break it down. Let me see.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so we have this beautiful Boston Red Sox two-tone. What is that? All-Star 99?
All-Star 99 patch.
Yeah, we got the 99 side patch with the floral embroidery. What is this? I would say it's like a tan.
It's like a cream.
Yeah, it's like a cream. Got
To
the what do you call this? What crimson red? We got the crimson red bill happening right here. Let's see. Of course, got this cool gray UV. Of course, we did the white sweatband because Tips, as you said, you do white. This is honestly, this might be one of my favorites too, because I feel like what I like about this one, it's very neutral because you use a lot of colors, but this one is super neutral, but also with the side patch, of course, with the peace sign, like it's still playful on those colors. So this is definitely one of my favorites, and it's a B. So
yeah, of course, favoritism.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
it's a
yeah,
Yankees or anything.
I guess me being known for always like just making New York hats and rocking Yankee hats, I wanted to do something with Boston, but like I said, since a lot of the other colorways were inspired by just nostalgic Bape camos, this one was, I know Kanye West is a very, very problematic person at the moment, but this was just, this was a tribute to his first sneaker collab, which was a Bape shoe. So this was, if you kind of look at it, you can see, if you Google it, did a quick Google, this is like, that's why the other hat that's in this colorway is a Chicago Bear. So, I mean, Chicago Cub, little Cub, but that's, to me, that was the influence. As much as people's going to call this a Boston, the B is technically for Bape, and it's also for Kanye's first signature collaboration.
Being that's one of my grail shoes, I love this hat 10 times more because of that. Because that is that's the best Bape to ever, in my opinion. That's the best Bape to ever exist.
Yeah,
so.
It's before everything else. When it was just it was like a cool internet moment. It almost like it wasn't real.
Yeah. Oh, this is genius because it's literally the same. Okay, I see it.
I'm assuming the photo that I'm trying to show right now is not showing. Austin, I don't know if you can do anything to assist with. There we go.
The pins.
The pins. The fact that you went from obviously the first drop that you did back in September of 2020 The pin that came with it was just a Hat Club exclusive pin. So then when J-Tips 2.0 came around, there goes my camera. J-Tips 2.0 came around. You had the floor, the flower print, which was all the colors of the rainbow on each petal. And this time around, you just went all out. You did a pin per colorway per hat.
Yeah. So you know, I guess one thing about, like, I would say, like, sometimes when it comes to designing the hats is, like, there's not always a platform to always describe your story behind all the floral. So, you know, my flower design has come from, you know, of course, anybody who's familiar with Murakami, one of my biggest influences when it comes to just color exploration. And as long as you guys have known about me, I've always done stuff that were colorful. So, you know, my logo, like the actual, like, JPEG PNG name of it is called Flower Boy. So a lot of times just sharing files, and when I'm designing, it's always the Flower Boy logo. So, you know, when we cooked up this patch and when we cooked up different things, you know, one of the first things we thought about is, like, if we're going to make a new pen, we should kind of put you on new flowers to kind of represent new collection, new life, new things going on, and also just something different, something you haven't done and people haven't seen from you before.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very cool, and I think it's, like, again, I feel like it symbolizes growth and your evolution with you as a designer, but also being like this is your third time with Hat Club now?
This is, well, it was definitely a few of them restocks. So this might be like my 6th or 7th time, but definitely third time new designs.
Okay. Also, side note, if you know, you know, but the first one you showed that's kind of like a sunflower, immediately it makes me think of the Fresh Prince episode where he had to do the recital with the kids. You know what I'm talking about? But nah, these are super great. It's like the perfect touch, and the fact that you have such a variation is good.
Going back to your first collection you did with Hat Club, and then to the second, and now, of course, like I said, you're on your third. And, you know, each time you've done a collection, it's gotten bigger and bigger, because the first time you did it was just 2 hats, 2 New York Yankees Subway Series patch. Everybody who's watching, keep that in mind. It might be a test on that later. But then you expanded, the same, you know, single tone colorway first, and then the 2 tones, and now you've just gone full bore on 2 tones, but very unique colorways. How have you seen yourself evolve as a designer throughout the years?
Well, you know, I think that seeing myself evolve was kind of, sometimes it's like you never want to mimic yourself. You never want to be just a caricature of, like, what people know you as. But you know, I remember walking into NoHo that first time, and people recognized me for a sneaker collection. And when the opportunity came up to design a hat, you know, I just wanted to make sure I checked off one box. And the box that I checked off is, when people see this, are they going to think of me? When people see these hats or see anyone wearing it, are they going to think of me? And I think that that's what I've just tried to keep it in mind whenever there's a new opportunity to do anything. Like, is J-Tips doing something that you're going to see, and it's, whether you like it, whether you love it, whether you hate it, that's something that J-Tips did. So I think just having more opportunities and being able to expand and being able to just create on a different scale, you definitely have to still kind of remember to check those boxes, especially when the first opportunity was like, you know what, like, let's do a few hats, let's do these colorways and stuff. And now it's like, you know what, now you have opportunity to do a full out collection. It's just kind of just rising up to the moment and just making sure that you don't look like the fake version of what you used to be. So, but you guys know, we're in the hat business. It's only so many cards you could shuffle out of that GCP book, out of them colorways. So it's being able to put logos and being able to do stuff like that. That's where I come from. So, you know, me being able to evolve is like me just kind of cracking the matrix, cracking the code.
Nice. Well said. Okay, so you kind of like gave us some insight into a couple of the hats and like your inspiration for the use of colors that you used. But in terms of approaching this collection, like, for instance, you said the Houston one was for your love for Mellow. like, did you approach them individually, or did you approach it as a collection and like kind of like, because it almost feels like basically you put elements of nostalgia for you into a collection.
Yeah.
But how would you describe the way you approach this?
Well, I think that, like you mentioned, just the elements of, I like to be an element of surprise, but also I like to live in a moment that's already been encapsulated. I think anyone has grown up in New York City, that you know, I used to, the same way people hang out at NoHo and hang out in Soho, I used to just be in the city every single day. So many different moments in just fashion and just streetwear culture that meant a lot to me. So you know, each collection I try to add different elements that mean just, you know, and when it means just different things that like I grew up on and I fantasize over, and I just wanted to have so bad, and window shopping and just do so many different things. So when it came to this one, it was definitely different moments that I wanted to kind of expand on, but at the same time, is I didn't want to give you guys 12 hats of bait flips, you know. So I wanted to give you something over there, something over here, something a little bit more calm, something a little bit more laid back, just because I do see a lot of the support from different people. Like I see like the mom that wants to buy a hat, and then I see the son that wants to buy a hat. I see the boyfriend and I see the girlfriend want to buy a hat when it comes to my releases. So a lot of different times is when I design collections, I want to be able to create from the point of view of like a couple walking into NoHo and one wanting one style and the other one wanting another style. So I think that I try to have that imprint on anything that I do, just because it's like, if you go all earth tones, what if like I'm a loud person, or what if you want this, what if you want that? So pretty much I'm just summing up that I'm a mess, but I like to kind of bring it all back home.
No, that's well said. I feel like you give, from what you're saying, I feel like you just give what's the word I'm looking for? Like, your designs are universal in the sense of like, you have a style, you have a colorway for any type of customer, because again, people relate to you or like you or connect with you for different reasons, because you're tapped into different lanes, and you kind of like bring all of those back into the collections you design, and it works out really well, clearly. So
Thank you.
good job.
So you're obviously a Bronx guy, and the New York Yankees are obviously going to be part as one of the focal points for the teams included in this collection. How hard was it to pick and choose the other teams represented, especially the Boston Red Sox? And there goes my camera again.
Well, to me, when it came to the other teams, I think some of the other teams' conversations have come just from me traveling, like, you know, me being involved with hats through my Savior brand and through like collaboration. I've been, you know, pretty much all over the country to different states, and it was just more like who keeps asking, to be honest. Like, it was like, where's the Houston hat? Where's the Boston hat? Where's the Chicago love? Where's the Detroit love? So at this point in my, you know, my creative journey, I'm just trying to pay it back. Like, if you've been asking for a Detroit hat for a while, here's your J-Tips Detroit hat. Here's your J-Tips Houston hat. So that's pretty much it. Like, it was just me having like a little checklist of hearing all the noise and seeing all the comments of people always saying that I only make Yankee hats for the last 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I was on mute. My bad, guys.
So good.
Wait, can you hear me? You can hear
me? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next question. All right. So for the last 5 years, pins have become way more prevalent within the hat community, especially with the release of a new collection. So on your last collection drop with Hat Club, your hats only came with one specific pin. So, well, I feel like you kind of answered this, but maybe you could like elaborate more for us. But what motivated you to include an individual pin per colorway this time around?
You know, sometimes it's like when you sit down in them creative meetings, you gotta ask for as much as you can ask for. Like, and I knew that having that standard pin, of course, it was a nice touch, but we all come from a collector's mindset. Like, I grew up collecting baseball cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, coins, buttons, bottle caps, and everything. So I know that the more that you give people for them to be able to put on a jacket or hang up somewhere on a cork board or something, it's just going to tell the story a little bit deeper. And I just think when it comes to this collection, like, there's a conversation about the patch, there's a conversation about the peace sign. There's a conversation about the colors that I use, and there's also a conversation about the pins. And I think that when you kind of like chalk it all up to just anything creative, and it's like I'm just trying to tell as many stories as I can tell in one.
Nice. And I mean, I feel like definitely told a lot of stories. So well done on that end.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben, we still got.
Oh, I'm still here. Don't worry. I'll just keep going in and out. So unlike years past, you brought out a clothing line to pair specifically with this hat collection.
Yeah.
As someone who's produced clothing lines previously, how challenging was this endeavor for you? And Austin, if you can give me a hand as far as getting that photo up on the screen. There we go. Or wait, is it up? Yep, there it is.
It's fire. I ain't even seen pictures yet. Well, when it came to designing, I know people that know me for one thing or another, but my brand has pretty much been a bunch of just things for people to wear with my hat styles and stuff like that. So, of course, it's like being able to take a relationship or take a partnership to another level. It's being able to elevate the brand and elevate the J-Tips Hat Club relationship. I definitely eventually always wanted to get some merch a part of it. I also wanted to be able to be a one destination spot. Like when people shop at Nordstrom or people shop at Kith or people shop at other places, they're able to complete their whole outfit. Hat Club doesn't sell shoes, but if you're going to buy the J-Tips hat, now you get to buy what you're going to wear with it. So it's like we're just trying to complete the hook, complete the whole experience. And, I think that I've earned the right for Hat Club to be like, you know what? Let's do some merch. Let's see how it goes. Just because we've sold a ton of hats before.
That's a good call. It's a really good call. And especially with everything you would put together that paired with it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Of course.
Nice picture. Might have to screenshot the screen.
Oh, you're on mute now.
All right.
Oh, no, Bree is. Sorry.
I'm on mute. Oh, no, I was just going to say, also, I think like you and your team have done a good job in the sense of like a lot of people will try to like, again, like go into different lanes. Like if they're doing one type of product and like they'll go and try to do more merch. But I feel like you starting off with hats primarily and then kind of evolving into apparel. It's really cool because I feel like your hat collections and your apparel can like, they can kind of like live separately, but then they coexist really great together. And that's not always well done. So good job on that end.
Thank you.
But to get into it, so this last Saturday at NoHo, basically you guys went all out, transformed the store into a J-Tips home base. Well, first of all, I'd love to know like the time and like, effort and what went into doing that, but also tell us what that means to you now that you've kind of become one of the most celebrated faces within the fitted hat community.
Well, it means a lot. It means a lot because, Bree, you can speak to this. Like when you have big ideas, sometimes you don't always feel like you're being heard. You don't always feel like sometimes, and you guys, if you followed me, you follow my journey. Sometimes I give out maybe 100 different ideas, and sometimes you guys might only see 6 or 7 or 8 of them. So this time around, with Hat Club, to me it was just very important to tell a pure story. So I don't know if the Hat Club world knows a brother by the name of Andrew, but me and Andrew had we had met up at like the MoMA in New York City. We had lunch. I showed him literally what NoHo looked like on my computer. Like I cooked it up in Photoshop, and I just told him that, for these hats to mean this and for the flowers to mean that, like if we transformed the store and we made it look like this, I think it'd just be, it wouldn't sell it short. Like we're trying to sell a lot of hats. We're trying to tell a deep story where some of you guys still have questions about, like just being shocked by just the way the hat looked. So, it meant a lot. Like it definitely brought tears to my eyes a little bit just to kind of see that you can work in any capacity with anyone and have a big idea and the idea come to life. Like it's almost like a childhood dream just to see something that you drew and you sketched up be able to be transformed like that. And Hat Club is the biggest hat store in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just to be able to have that opportunity when I come from a guy that was just trying to buy hats off eBay and trying to get a new hat just because I wanted to look nice. Like it meant a lot. And, you know, so that's a good moment for me.
Nice. It was, honestly, it was beautiful too. So great job to like everybody who worked on that.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but it was fun to go like onto the cameras and see the whole thing being set up. So I thought everybody did a fantastic job.
Nice.
And I think that the bigger thing about it is there was no better person that we've had the privilege of working with that we, you know, could have done that for.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Absolutely. This Saturday, aside from the online drop that we've got going, you got something else going on my side of the country.
Yeah, you know, we're hitting the West Coast.
Yes, sir. So ComplexCon, doing big things there. Tell us a bit about what's going to be going on with that, and especially for anybody who's watching this, what to expect. I know specific hats that we will not be dropping online will be features there, as well as your clothing line.
So you know, this Saturday, you know, last year I made a big splash at my first ComplexCon with my Savior Worldwide booth. This year I came to Hat Club with this idea. When I got invited back, I went to New Era. I said, "Yo, this is the plan. This is what we're doing. I have this big idea, and I'm excited for it to finally happen." You know, I already had this collection coming with Hat Club, so I thought that it was just perfect timing for us to be able to, like I said, it's a lot of stories when it comes to the hats, but ComplexCon is also a part of the story where it's like I wanted to give people on an elevated shopping experience something that you're not necessarily used to. Like I've been to ComplexCon when people were camping out for off-whites and trying to rail and trying to meet big superstars. So just to be able to bring this hat community that everyone protects and everyone loves and everyone like cherishes so much on a scale where it's the big players in the industry and it's the celebrities and it's the big publications. Shout out to Complex and BuzzFeed. You know, it's just me making like strides for what this hat community has become over the last few years, just which is sometimes still looked at like it's very niche. But me, I'm heading over the hill with Hat Club and with these type of like drops in an industry that sometimes doesn't really always respect what we're doing in the hat community. So it's, you know, it's going to be exciting if you guys can afford a ticket. If you can make it to Long Beach, you know, I would love to see you guys there. It's going to be some hats and it's going to be fun.
I know somebody else who's going to be there.
I'll be there. So yes, I will. It is my first one, your second. I will, so can't wait to see. But I have to ask for the people. Can we expect any exclusive items at ComplexCon?
Well, Ben, you may know better than me exactly what's exclusive there. Because I just have all these hats and I don't even know what's really dropping on Saturday. I'm just with the program.
I know everybody's in the comments has been asking about the Cubbies one, so I know that is going to be one of them. Hopefully you have that one on you.
All right? Let me see. I think I have that one.
Let's see.
Yes, I wasn't ignoring everybody in the chat in regard to the Cubs hat. I was just waiting for this moment for
patience.
It's the climax. We're at the climax of the story right now.
You started out the show saying like, have patience. You gotta trust Ben.
And then everybody who thought I was sleeping, it's like, no, I'm being blinded by the light that's coming in. So I'm like super squinty eyed right now.
Real good.
With the 1990 birth patch.
Love it.
That's the one.
Yeah. That's good. It's real good. Okay, so we can expect this at ComplexCon, correct? Is that what you're telling us?
Yeah, this one will be at ComplexCon. I didn't know if, Ben, you were talking about this one, but I think this one was at NoHo. I'm not sure. But
yeah, that one is also dropping on Saturday online.
All right. So, some Chicago love.
Love it. Love it. Very nice.
Shout out to the mayor of South Chicago, Steven Seabright. Always got to throw that one in there.
So I have to ask, like, you spent a lot of time like attending ComplexCon before you were, someone who was having your own booth there. Now going into your second year doing that, like, what lessons did you take away from last year that will help you be more prepared for this time around?
The lesson I brought was bring more hats.
Okay, well, that's good.
So
Smart.
That was a nice moment to have. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know last year the hat community was hit with so many delays and so much different product things kind of carried over into this year that I was like one of the only moments in ComplexCon when it came to just headwear. So this year it's like I just really wanted to load up. I wanted my booth to look better. And I've been on the road with like SneakerCon and I do pop-ups and stuff. So that's actually one of my strong points on how to like set up and how to like make things look nice. So what we did was we built like a little mock stadium. It's going to be called Savior Stadium.
Nice.
We got we got like turf on the ground. We're actually going to be revealing my first ever shoe from Saucony at the same time.
Hey,
and you come and you guys can come and you can buy a hat. And I think what I just learned is how to just enjoy the show a little bit more. I think it's work, but at the end of the day, like people come up from all walks of life, from all over the world, and they tell me what they've kind of learned from hat culture through me, or learned through you guys, or learned through Hat Club, or learned through they just kind of tell stories. It's always good to get in front of people, and even on my level, being like not kind of like in the middle of like all the pits of you guys always lining up and stuff, being able to connect and people talk to me and tell me what's going on in the hat game is always a fun time. So I'm gonna get a good night's sleep the night before so I can talk to people and take pictures all day.
Nice. Yeah, you're gonna need it. Well, I can't wait to see and attend Savior Stadium at ComplexCon. So if you guys are in Long Beach in California at all, pull up. If you're not, pull up. It's gonna be a good time. So can't wait.
And we're gonna have to get the full breakdown from Bree next week to see how everything went with that.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, we got 5 final questions here for you, and then after that, I want you to hang around because we're gonna give away 5 invoices out for some of your hats that are dropping on Saturday.
Let's do it.
And probably better that you're here on account of the fact that there are 5 J-Tips related trivia questions, so you can make sure if I'm lying to everybody or not. Question number 1. What do the New York Yankees need to do this offseason to remain competitive in 2023?
Fire Brian Cashman.
Boom. You heard it here first, and not from my voice.
Okay.
And Aaron Boone, maybe. You got to go.
Also an acceptable answer. Keeping Aaron Judge is also a top 3 answer on that one.
Is he?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me personally, I guess this is another like trivial moment for me. Is a lot of the patches I always use is because I was a young boy when the Yankees was in the World Series all the time. So I love to use those patches. But you have to show up in the postseason. You have to win. You have to get those good at bats. And it's ironic that Aaron Boone is our coach, because I remember when we signed him in 2003 and he just stunk it up in the playoffs the whole year.
Yeah.
And got A-Rod the next year. Like, you have to perform in the playoffs. I don't care how many home runs you hit. You have to perform. So he can stick it up and hit home runs anywhere. But if we're not going to win, we're not the Yankees. We have to win.
I can respect that. I can respect the hell out of that answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well said. Okay. All right. Question number 2. Back in July, you were honored with the J-Tips collection being added to the list of team uniforms at this year's Bond Street Ball event. 1, how much of a thrill was that? 2, how is the team depth chart looking going into next year's event?
Well, if you guys don't implement some rules, you know, I definitely got to get some NBA players or something next year, just because I had a lot of brute strength, but I didn't really have a lot of guys that like maybe like just was really like good teammates to each other. So, but the moment meant a lot. You know, behind the scenes is definitely like me and Hat Club had this collection coming for a long time. So, you know, in the middle of it, you know, we wanted to keep people knowing that the relationship is still together and we still have some fun moments ahead. So, being a part of that is always special because, you know, Hat Club is still everyone's reference point. So just to be able to be considered and being a part of that, it's like it's always special. I don't take advantage of it. That's why I always show up to everything.
Oh yeah,
because it means a lot.
Love it.
No, and I was trying to show the photo off there a second ago, and that was like the one thing I when I was grabbing all the photos for the few hats that I didn't have, I had the team photo of you know, you head coach, and then it just the overall look of those uniforms they put together, because I mean all purple. They had the J-Tips logo in the bottom corner of the shorts, you know, looking super professional. So I thought that was a really nice touch.
Yeah, no, I have one close, but every time I get up, you guys make fun of me in the comments. So, I'm gonna say so.
How dare they?
They have no chill whatsoever.
Bree, what you got next? Or no, is it my turn? Sorry, it's my turn. As a fellow beard enthusiast, what kind of tips can you give others, and myself included, to pull off a glamorous facial sweater, especially going into this harsh winter upon us?
Well, definitely moisturize, drink some water, and you know, definitely comb and brush. Like, I think that you definitely have to keep your beard looking healthy, because I think that you know, it's almost like a napkin. I'm pretty sure, Ben, you know that. Like, it's tough to eat in front of other, because so you got to always keep it clean, keep the food out of it. But you know, I think that that's my tips right now. My tips are usually just making sure it's combed out and making sure it looks shiny and good to go.
I love that.
It's a good answer.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's another hat I got here.
Oh wow. Put them all up on display. Okay.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say whatever ones you don't have, I can take care of for you.
Yeah. We'll see how much of a moment before I look silly. Oh yeah, it's over.
It's over. All right, you tried. Okay. All right, final 5. Let's see.
Go.
Okay, I'm gonna this is gonna be like my turn. Let me throw out a random question here. Okay, so you've designed a few hats, like connecting back to your love for like sneakers and footwear and such. Specifically in this collection, you did the Kanye West Babe stuff for graduation, which is like genius. Is there a Grail silhouette that you haven't touched yet that you would love to put on a shoe? I mean, put on a hat.
As far as footwear, I don't know. I think that that's something that I still want to think about, because you know, I'm not sure how much of like history a lot of like the new hat community has, but like the hat game was in such a bad place when like all the stores were only matching sneakers. Like you would go into a store and there'll be like patent leather Yankee hats for the patent leather 11s, or there'll be like just complete like hooks for every single Jordan that came out. So I think that like Bree, you know, it's something that me and you know, because you know we deep into it. I'll probably have to catch him with something expensive, something that's super rare, something that has like deeper meaning. I have to get back to you on that one.
Oh, okay. Maybe somewhere down the line we can expect I don't know how that would work, but I could see it happening if it was a Saucony Tips Hat Club situation. But
no, you
never
know
know.
that.
Yeah, dream big.
All right, last one I got for you before we go into trivia here. You're truly a jack of all trades. You've conquered the hat, clothing, and shoe game. You're an accomplished musician and lyricist. What's next? Movie.
No, I definitely. I wouldn't say. I definitely would like to be a store owner. I definitely will. I guess you guys can see my warehouse in the background, but I would definitely love to open a chain of stores or be able to kind of like, make more strides in the clothing space, like be more of like a full brand. If any of you guys like really, really follow me, you know that my clothing started as like music merch. So of course I've extended it and I've done a lot of different things, but I would love to kind of like really like break it down and really get into the fabrics and really get into making like different items and different pieces and stuff and just expanding in that way. Kind of not just being so much of a hat guy because, it's not many of us who aren't stores. Like, I don't want to always be based off of my drops. I don't want every drop that's every 5 months or 6 months to be kind of like how I live my life.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to kind of just like build my brand and get my brand really super tight and super up there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that happening. And I feel like you individually, you've obviously tapped into like footwear, hats, clothing. So like literally, and pins, which is technically accessories. So I feel like even with that alone, like those are products for a brick and mortar or something. So
yeah. Now we got to keep building. We got to keep pushing the needle. And I think that like if anybody kind of just explains what I do, who I am to their friends real quick, I want them to always say that J-Tips is always gonna do stuff a little bit further than anybody else is kind of thinking about at the moment. And just want to do that. I just want to keep it pushing, keep it going.
Well, especially with the year just coming to a close here pretty soon. I mean, it's just like you've gotten bigger and better every single year since 2020, and it's just like I don't see any reason why 2023 is not going to be the year of J-Tips, and especially in a physical storefront. Yeah,
and we definitely got a lot more cooking in 2023. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that. The chat might go off, but we definitely got a lot of stuff just because it was a long time since them two-tones. And if you guys remember, it's been a lot of two-tones since them two-tones. So let's really like keep it going.
Let's keep it
evolution.
Nice.
All right. Well, let's give away some invoices here for everybody who decided to hang. Thank you very much, everybody. I know we're still getting through some of the glitches and twitches and stuff that are going on here. So 5 questions for everybody. And now that we actually have a specific to the second clock that we can go by in the comments here, we don't have to have people fighting on Instagram Live as far as who got their answer in first. So question number 1. What team and side patch was featured on the first run of J-Tips hats back in September of 2020? And I did mention this earlier in the show. Czar Fitted, no. I need the team and I need the side patch. And of course, there we go. Hold on one sec. I just saw it.
Ben, I wanna maybe correct you because some of them may be right. The original hats came out in May, and in September it was the 99 with a restock of the 2000 as well.
Back in 2020?
Yeah, we restocked and we dropped 99s.
Okay. All right.
The first OGs, the Subways, were in May. I think it was.
I could have sworn that was. Yes. No. You know what? I'm not on the screen right now, but let me get back on the screen so I can admit my error on this one. Hold on one sec. Give me a couple seconds here.
I'm impressed by some of you guys. Unless you just hit the quick Google real fast.
Are we going with New York Subway Series? That's the final answer?
That was too quick.
Yeah, I mean,
that's Mets and Yankees, right?
That's where it was Mets and Yankees, but I remember right now. I remember specifically the Yankees Subway Series. So that was kind of the answer I was going for. But I know the issue was that's right. It was a restock in September, not an original release as it was in May. So that's my bad on that one, guys.
M. Ortiz.
Yep.
And
of course, I'm frozen again on screen with hopefully a look of shame on my face. Yep, that's bad.
All right, shout out M. Ortiz, 623.
Oh my God. All right. Question number 2. This one is definitely a finite answer, though. How many flower petals are featured on the original J-Tips pin?
That's a good question.
That's a question I don't know the answer to.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at one, and let me not give it away.
Haven't seen the right answer yet. Hold on.
23 is crazy.
Sir, hold on a second. It was Sir Brimington, 1983. You are correct. Hold on one sec. I gotta spell it right.
Got to get the sound effects for the Twitch. Got to get the round of applause button.
Oh, I got it. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, he has it.
Can you hear it?
Oh yeah.
No, like it's very faint.
Yeah, we're still trying to work it into the video feed, basically, so you guys don't have to listen to it through the microphone. But yes, Sir Brimington 1983 was correct with 7 petals on the flower pin.
Shout out to you, Sir Brimington.
Had a kid. Number 3. I'll wait for the comments to stop coming in on this one. So the first pin, it was both the same year, so 2021. The first pin was, of course, all the colors of the rainbow for each of the petals. But then there was a NoHo exclusive pin. What color were the petals on the flower for the NoHo exclusive pin? It was 3 colors, so you got to get all 3 colors. Just saw it. I carry on 15.
That was
very quick. Pink, purple, and red. And that, of course, featured J-Tips with the little hearts in his eyes. All right, Bree, you want to take this one?
Sure.
Excellent.
Okay. Number 4. On what street in Los Angeles did J-Tips hand out early access passes for J-Tips 2.0 back in March of 2021?
These are good questions.
Thank you. Except I obviously blew it on the first one.
Nope.
Mr. Walker, you are so close.
No. Yes, in LA.
It is in LA. It is in Los Angeles. It's the one that connects or is perpendicular to Fairfax.
I don't think I ever told the story about that fear. That was, I mean, that LA trip. That almost
Dot.
Wait, yeah, I heard about that. Weren't like people like following you like crazy?
Yeah, so like it was crazy. So what we did was people kind of figured out where my Airbnb was.
Oh, Lord.
So like when we kind of like was already like trying to make our way to Venice Beach, there was already like maybe like 4 or 5 kids, and I gave them like a pass just so they didn't snitch. I was like, yo, take it, don't tell anyone where we are. And then when we kind of like went into Venice Beach, people like seen one of my friends somewhere else, and they started chasing him. And he was like, I don't know J-Tips, but he was wearing a hat. So they just didn't believe him. So, so we kind of tried to keep going to Venice Beach. And then if anybody's familiar with like where like the entrance is, where it just says Venice, like we kind of got to right there. And then it looked like a apocalypse. Like people were coming from each side of the street, and like they knocked me off the scooter. Like it was like a whole bunch of different stuff. Like it was probably the first time ever I realized that like, you know, like maybe some of like the shock drops and stuff, like when you're just by yourself, isn't that safe. So it was cool though. It was a good experience. Like I love LA. I always say that like LA shows me a lot of love. New York, I feel like respects me, but I feel like LA, like they're not afraid to always ask for a picture and come to the drop. Like people wait online for 4 hours in LA just to have the conversation. They don't even want to buy anything. So I always got love for LA. I'm always gonna do cool things in LA when it comes to this stuff. I promise.
That's dope. Quite a story.
You know, we got to do something again in LA. That would be nice. I haven't been down in a while, so that would be an interesting intersection for Hat Club in LA to come together again.
Yeah.
All right. Last one for you guys. What is the name of the first track on J-Tips' album Savior 2?
Huh.
It's my favorite track.
Hit them Googles.
No.
Oh, we'll do something in the Bay. Don't worry about that. Ah, there we go again. God damn it.
Nope.
Still haven't. There it is. HEIE.
TTV.
TTV. Yes, band from Portland.
Great job.
As a former Oregon / Portland resident, it connects very well with me.
Now, actually, just because we're here, because we're kicking it, I'll tell you what that title means.
Bring it on.
So, before I was in the middle of my hat journey and stuff, I used to do a lot of like back and forth consulting for Nike, going to like Portland and stuff like that. And a good friend on like the Nike campus or whatever, he had he let me take some pictures with a Travis Scott shoe. He was like, "Yo, if it's on the internet, it's not exclusive no more. It's coming out." So I did it for the gram. I posted a picture on the gram, and someone sent the picture to Travis Scott.
God damn it!
Travis Scott reached out to Nike and said, "Who the hell is that? And why does he have my shoe?" So they got they got really, really like scared and stuff like that, and then people kind of like got really scared to like communicate with me for a few months, and then guess what? Then I blew up making hats, and now they like want hats. So this is kind of what it is. So I'm not really Portland, but it's like it has to do with Travis Scott, but we don't have no beef.
I love that story though.
That's a good story.
Yeah, dude. I got like the screenshots of people like asking, "Please, can you just take that picture down? Please, please, please." I should put it on a T-shirt one.
You should. Oh my gosh, you should. Well, it'll be funny if like one day you meet Travis and like, or he's like in a Savior hat. That's
yeah, that'll be pretty fire. It was the Travis Scott Air Max 270s. It was.
Okay.
Yeah, so I took a picture. Okay. I was holding, like I always hold shoes, and I guess he felt that like maybe his family didn't have the shoes yet or something like that, and he just was like, "Why does this random guy have them?" And of course they're gonna blame me.
What's odd is I actually feel like I remember that picture. Like I don't know, because one of the first times I seen the 270s, I feel like it was because of you. So
yeah,
maybe it was.
One thing I will say is Justin has a sweatshirt. NoHo Justin has a sweatshirt.
Yeah,
and I want it. I want it.
What size do you wear? Here. What size you wear?
I'm an XL.
XL, yeah. I'm after I get off, I hit you up. I should have XL.
Okay.
All right.
I'll say I'll just don't worry about it. I'll come back and get it.
You let me know. You've been here a few times because of other reasons and stuff.
Yeah. Sweet. Can't wait. Just to reiterate again, you got ComplexCon coming up this Saturday. Any other thoughts or shout outs or anything like that?
I guess just, you guys, one of the things that people was always complained about was that the hats weren't available. So now the hats are available. And now there's great quantities. Now there's great opportunities. You can't tell us that you can't buy a hat because we have enough of them. So, that's a part of the initiative to make sure people are able, the first person online and last person online still gets to experience the drop. So, catch us at ComplexCon, catch us at hatclub.com, catch me on JTips, shopjtips.com. My brand is Savior Worldwide, and I got a lot more fire for you. I got a shoe coming with Saucony. And you know, it's a lot of cool things coming. I might even have something with another brand coming soon too. But you just,
Ooh.
you know, you gotta follow.
And then if anybody from Bape is watching this, get your shit together and get this man. Get this man.
Yeah. It's coming.
Always a pleasure. Seriously.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate
I look forward to it every year. Honestly. And I look forward to like when we can actually like be face to face with one another again in person. I'm jealous of you and Bree at ComplexCon this weekend.
Well, you know, and I want to give you guys your flowers as well too. Last time I was on your show was about like 16 months ago or something like that. Like it's not too many things like that consistent. So, you know, you guys are doing something right. So, you know, keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Hell yeah.
Oh, thank you. Our first show on Twitch, and who better to have as our guest than you. So thank you for trotting through this with us with all our technical difficulties.
Mostly on my end.
Congratulations. You are literally checking off boxes. And as you said, just keep going.
No, thank you. And I see you guys Saturday in whatever capacity it is, online or at ComplexCon.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
J-Tips, thank you so much again, brother.
No problem. But the leave button's right here. I want to leave like very dramatic. So, all right, guys, you know, love you again. You know, see you soon. J-Tips to save you. All right.
Bye. Okay, that is back.
I am back. And there we go. Now I'm back for good, of course. Oh my God. The struggle of internet technology.
It's okay. We did it. We did a good job our first time.
We did.
Thank you guys to the 175 people still here. We love y'all.
Love you guys.
Thank you, Mo. Bititsu Icy. Austin said he's coming in.
Yeah.
Right
here. That was awesome. Good work, guys.
Thanks, man.
Good work. Jay is funny as hell. I love that man.
Love him.
So, great work, first off. Ben's camera obviously had some tech issues. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with us with that. First ever stream. I thought pretty successful for first ever stream, besides Ben's camera shit in the bed every 3 minutes. But I mean, other than that, I thought pretty good.
The mics didn't go out, so at least the conversation could continue. So I think that's definitely a plus.
Yeah, for sure, right. For sure. I love that Jay corrected you too on that hat.
That was smart. that was my bad on that one, guys. I'm so sorry.
Thank you everybody for being active in chat and bearing with us. It's been awesome. Few things. So we have a few accolades we have to hit before we can become affiliates on Twitch, which then unlock emotes and things like that. So once we hit those accolades, which we've already hit in the follower one, so now we just have to hit like streaming goals, and like be streaming for X number of days a month, something like that. Then we'll unlock some cool things like emotes. Big thing for us guys is you do not have to sub to us. Just tune in, just make sure you're following us. You have your notifications on. I saw a stat that only 73% of the followers right now have their notifications on. So make sure you have your notifications on, so that way you know that when Ben is live, Ben and Bree are live for recap. And then also Ben, the larger audience here, I don't think knows about your other endeavor that you have going on here. So if you want to make an announcement about that, I think that would be great.
Just showing up this almost said the wrong name.
Gotta
be the hats collection. That's going to be dropping on Friday, and I'll show up the J-Tips here in a sec. So Monday is going to be our first hopefully successful, hopefully the camera is going to be fine. Basically I'm doing a sports show, like a sports talk show kind of a thing. I'm going to be coming up with different segments and stuff over the weekend, but one in particular that I'm really looking forward to is if any of you guys watched TikTok when I was doing the Ben's Bets every week last NBA season. Ben's Bets will continue, but we're going to have basically a regular panelist come in and take over that forum with me, because he is way better at gambling, and especially at ridiculous parlay bets than I am. So I'm greatly looking forward to that. It is definitely somebody you guys know. Let me get my camera fixed here again. So
you can announce it. It's not that big of a secret. So if
it's Justin.
If you guys follow Justin on Instagram, you'll see that he posts a lot of screenshots of his winnings. So he's gonna be on for that segment with Ben, doing Ben's bets with him. So that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, we're really excited for that. That is not going to be a hat-centric show whatsoever once Ben stops being frozen here. That's not going to be a hat-centric show whatsoever. That's going to be strictly sports. Ben's going to be talking about everything that happened the weekend prior, all the big news that happens. It's kind of I don't know, like I know Ben's a World Cup guy. I don't know how many of you in chat are World Cup guys, but Ben will probably talk about World Cup. And then overall too, make sure that you guys are tuned into Discord. That's probably the best place to get news about Twitch for us in the shows and when we're live and when we're going to be active on this channel. And then also, like, if we some things that we're going to do to alter this show a bit, so it is going to be much more of a show rather than showing off the hats and that's it. That's still going to be part of the show, but it's going to be something much larger. So bringing Jay back was a big thing for us, wanting to get more guests involved. We definitely want to be doing that more often, but then we're also going to be having some cool interactions with you guys in chat, and some cool I don't know, Ben. I don't know.
I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave
right now.
Yeah.
That we got to make into emote. So now we got to make it into emote right there. Ben with his hands up like that and that face. So we're going to have some cool things going on, whether it's like reaction videos from Ben and Bree, some other things that we'll do live on the show as well. But it's going to be a good time.
I love where he's frozen.
So be ready for more than just hats on this show. And then Ben's show, Bench Warmers, will be sports centric. So I wanted to have you guys in on that. But yes, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging in with this, with all these tech issues. Ben being frozen in this is just absolutely.
I know.
At this point, it's just like there's no point in fixing it. This basically summarizes my camera experience for the show.
Yeah. So I can't wait for you guys to see the emotes that you'll be able to unlock, things like that. And huge shout out to Doodle Jor, who made this lovely background that we have. And all these overlays. And I don't know if you guys can see in the upper right-hand corner there, but we have some great cartoon doodle versions of Ben and Bree. So that, will definitely come into play in other things. So keep your eye out there. And it's going to be an awesome time. And can't wait for you guys. Oh, we switched the logo on them.
Yep.
Who switched?
I figured to show them all off. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Those are just random logos that we have. So for the show, but so I'm excited for it. I hope Ben and Bree are excited for it too, but
absolutely.
And make sure that you're following us and have your notifications on. That's the biggest thing right now for us for Twitch. Yeah. And join the Discord if you're able to. It's in our profile. All of our socials are in our profile. So just follow us and join our Discord too. All right. I think off of that, I'd love to get some interaction from chat and how you guys were feeling the show for first time on Twitch. Obviously, we know the tech hiccups that we have that we need to take care of. But what else do you guys want to see from the show? What else do you guys want to see us improve on? Things like that. What's Thursday?
Thursday is a surprise.
Yeah, nothing Thursday. Friday is it's got to be the Hats Pack. Saturday is J Tips online and at ComplexCon. NoHo also has a great drop happening on Saturday as well. An exclusive drop there, which Ben, I don't think you talked about, right?
No, I did not.
No. Pay attention to NoHo's channel. So NoHo has been shut down for the past couple days because we're doing an inventory switch. Yep. So there's going to be a ton of great exclusive product available at NoHo, just from regular stock perspective. And then when it comes to Friday, they're going to have it's got to be the hats pack dropping there. Saturday, they're going to have their own individual drop. So just stay tuned to that Instagram account, and we'll have more info on what that drop is. It's a day in the life pack, I believe, is what we ended up calling it.
Yes, it is.
And it's a day in the life of New Yorker,
Nice.
inspired by different aspects of New York City lifestyle. So just did an amazing job designing that. I've seen all the hats; they're sick. So he'll be showing them off on his channel as well, I'm sure. So yeah, just stay tuned to Jus's profile and NoHo as well for what Saturday brings for NoHo, because NoHo already dropped some of the J-Tips pack. So
yes, they did.
Yeah.
Another little, if you guys are near any of the other stores, Roosevelt Field, Arizona, Southern California, Great Mall, and you just happen to be in the area on Saturday, I say swing by. See if they got some new stuff there.
Cool.
Got it.
All right, I'm gonna scroll through some comments here on there. Oh, yeah. Another big thing. All right, J-Tips and J-Tix. There we go. So J-Tix asked if there's going to be a replay. So that is a great question. So there will be a VOD available on this channel. You'll already see like Ben and my test streams where it was just all technical issues. Those are VODs on the channel if you want some comedy. And then this will immediately go live as a VOD as soon as we're done here. They're also going to be uploaded to our YouTube, which has been super inactive for like 2 years. So you're going to be able to get those. All of the Twitch VODs are going to be uploaded to YouTube. So you can watch it on your TV. You can watch it on your computer, mobile, whatever you want to do. Those are going to be uploaded usually the same night, but not always. We might have to do it the next day, depending on length of the video and how long it takes to upload. Evidently, Oakland Wi-Fi is the worst thing to ever exist. So I don't know how Ben's going to be able to upload to YouTube from this, but great question there. Let's see.
I'm gonna blame all my technical issues on the guy who uses a bot on our website that I catch routinely, who actually lives like 3 blocks away from me. Yeah.
Could we get a show that shows the hats in one and interviews in another? I think we're still gonna stick to the same format, but we're always gonna show the hats first. Today was kind of a unique scenario where Jay designed the hats and he's our guest as well. So it made sense to do it at the same time. So usually those are going to be 2 separate things, but yeah, good question. Where is the replay? That's going to be the VOD on Twitch and also YouTube once we upload it to that. Yep. Someone said, Ben, get on Oakland Coliseum's Wi-Fi.
Apparently I need to. It's only a few miles away. No, as soon as the Ethernet cable that was supposed to be here today arrives, then I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah. And then chat is going pretty quickly, so if you guys had some questions that we didn't answer, feel free to drop it in. A 9 out of 10. I'll take that for our first
Thanks,
stream.
brother.
Take that. And then Mo one-upping with the 10 out of 10. Oh, there goes the camera entirely. There we go.
Oh, man.
Any more collabs soon? Possibly. And you never know. It might be an industry shocker as well. So let's see. What's tomorrow, Smelly? Nothing. No drops tomorrow.
Hey.
There we go. There's Ben. Dino, good to see you in chat, brother. One of the guys holding it down at NoHo right now.
No, there is a Best Buy out here, but there is an Ethernet cable that was mailed to me that Amazon elected not to deliver yesterday. So probably not going to get delivered today unless they throw. I don't know why they're not throwing it over the fence. Like, that's the easy solution.
Is that what did you have us put that in the delivery notifications, throw over the fence?
Amazon has gotten through our gate in the past, and so that's why I'm just like confused as to like why they couldn't get in this time around.
NoHo's new inventory will be available Friday. Flacco, yes, it will be. It will 100% be available on Friday. Stay tuned to that channel. You know, like a lot of it's not going to be just drop specific. So that's one thing for everybody to realize there too. We're just putting a lot of NoHo exclusive stock up on the walls there. We're just refreshing that inventory, giving everybody some goods. It's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna have some stuff on social, like showcasing what that is, but don't expect it to just be a drop. You know, like you can walk into the store and get some good heat that's exclusive. So so just so you know there. But there will still be a Friday drop and a Saturday drop at NoHo. So that just keep that in mind as well. So
yeah, it's gotta be the hat collection will be dropping, or gotta be the hat pack will be dropping on Friday, just like online. And then, as Austin covered earlier, the day in the life of a New Yorker will be dropping at NoHo on Saturday.
Everybody is very concerned about your Wi-Fi, Ben.
Dude, it's wild. I don't know how. I don't know.
Love it.
I'm saddened by this.
How do we get invoices? We just gave away 5 for trivia. So, and in our test stream we gave away another 5. So it might be beneficial to tap in with Discord and when we have those notifications as to when we go live. And then we've also done a lot of invoice contests on Discord as well. We did one where if you predicted the World Series winner and like the amount of games it took or something like that, they got invoices. And we've done some other ones too where you just legit had to flex with a fit that showed off a good hat, and we've given away invoices for that. Discord's a super fun community. I know that I've seen a few of you in here, so appreciate you guys popping in again. Discord was the first ones to get a look at this stream too, so we announced in Discord that we were going to be doing Twitch, and had some people pop in for our test streams. They were super helpful in giving us some feedback, so appreciate you guys showing up again.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I would say that's probably your best way to cop an invoice is follow us on Discord. Get in that server.
Since I got a working camera right now, I'll just show off the J-Tips hats that are going to be dropping. So there's going to be 13 total styles that are dropping on Saturday. Some of them I will have photos of, which I will get to here in a second. Since you guys are still hanging. Come on.
There we go.
If you want an invoice tonight, best way to do it is to hit us up in the Discord via private message. And then if not, we have everybody's information here. So Sir Bringington, we will get you your invoice. Don't worry. So.
Yeah, Sir Brimington, 1983. I carry on 15 Elk Dot, High TTV. And I don't know if anybody wrote down the first one.
Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, I have them all.
Oh, okay, good.
We have cool. Elk Dot. I think it's Corinne. I'm not sure. What that is.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have them all. Don't worry. So.
Let me try and do the screen share real quick. Hopefully this works.
Yeah, hit that. All you have to do, Ben, is hit that little toggle. Nope. This one.
No.
But you're showing a black screen right now.
What the hell? Oh, sorry. How about now? So, Dodgers 1988 World Series, New York Yankees Subway Series in that gold and icy blue, San Francisco Giants in the forest green and orange, the fuchsia and purple New York Yankees Subway Series, navy blue and yellow 1999 World Series New York Yankees. This is the one that we didn't get to. So the black with the like neon green button. I don't know how we missed this one.
Jay did show it off.
Okay, so that was probably I think I was just having issues on my end. So, and then all the pins that will come with each colorway, going for 65.
Nice.
Yep. So the pin that you get is not random. It's respective to whatever your purchase is. So if you buy a yellow hat, you get a yellow pin, so on and so forth. Bree, do you have your pin on you or no?
No. I didn't get a pin.
Oh
Ouch.
shit!
Not cool.
Realize I got
customer
cool.
service. They'll get you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Listen, me and Tyler got beef now. I got this in the Yankee two-tone, and yeah, I didn't get a pin.
Oh, nice. Which Yankee? The green and orange?
No, I got the pink and like that deep red one.
Oh, okay. Nice. That is a nice one.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to get the green and orange though. Let's see.
Billy Dones, you have a very interesting chat comment that I'm just going to ignore.
But he's going to call it out.
I'm going to call it out.
Right.
Cool. Let's see. Yeah. King Keen, we might have to ship Bree all the hats instead. Yeah, we might have to do that. Yeah. All right, cool. And stream already. We want to see the replay. We'll be done here in a minute. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, it'll be right up on the VOD. It might take a minute because it has to like actually upload. So once that's done, we'll be good to go. But yeah, I don't think there was anything else. Dino made a good comment there. We'll just show that. Give a new life to the store. We love the hat community. We want to give you guys a chance to grab some cool NoHo exclusive stuff.
Dino.
ASM Dino.
That man was working his ass off today. I was watching the video. So yeah.
Cool.
Way to go, Dino.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Awesome, guys. Well, appreciate you guys hanging in for our first stream. Love seeing all the show were dope. Great shows. Really appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're definitely keeping Twitch as our regular. We're not switching back to Instagram Live for anything. So, you know, doing some cool stuff in the space. So we want to have the best place possible to show it off. So, and that's Twitch for us. So cool.
And I will have a crystal clear broadcast. That's my goal for Monday.
Doodle Jor popping in the chat. Love to see it.
Doodle Jor.
Shout out to you.
Yep.
I love it.
Doodle, I'll be hitting you up soon. All right, cool. Oh yeah, your Padres. Yeah, that sucked. Hemi Hendricks. I like that name, Hemi Hendricks. I like that. All right, cool guys. Well, appreciate it. And Ben, feel free to end stream whenever you want to.
Yeah, no worries. Take care, guys.
We'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
See ya.
Later, guys.